بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Firstly, on behalf of Imani Village, Imani Trust, I would like to welcome Fadila to Sheikh to this part of the world. We have sun today. It has been raining for the last few days and very heavy. So I should sincerely apologize for the rough driveway. Unfortunately, we had done few things, but the rain did its own thing. Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, we are humbled to have you here. And just as a message of welcome, I would really want to, on behalf of the kids at Imani, to ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to bless you for every step that you took to come to this part of the world, particularly to Imani Village. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala write it for all your good deeds and accept you and bless you and grant you the strength to reach out to the many forgotten places and the many unknown places like Imani Village. Imani Village is a project that I think was well thought, in a sense. There's a lot of racial tensions in this part of the world. And I was growing up, my kids, I've got 3 boys, and I had them in a very established community within Durban, in Sherwood, to be precise. And I realized that my kids were growing in isolation. I needed them to have a community around. But despite being in a predominantly Muslim community, my kids were still lonely. And I was feeling that void as a father. I wanted to have a community around my kids. So about 14 years ago, around 2010, I purchased this piece of land, built my house, and invited few kids. So I had adopted an orphan called Yusuf. He was part of my 3 kids now. He was the 4th kid. So the 5 of us, we came here, we settled. A year later, the community was not there. And then I thought, no, what is it that I could do differently? And the first thing that came to mind was I needed to be a father to many. So since I've got boys, both 4 boys, I want to have more boys. So we started a program called Imani Village. The issue was to raise boy child. There's a lot of initiatives for girls, but very few initiatives for boys. A lot of girls are trained how to grow up, how to become good wives, and so on. And we don't have a deliberate approach to develop boys. So that is how it was born. Currently, Imani Village has 28 kids. 10 of them in primary school, 10 of them in high school, and the 8 in different universities. The idea is to have them in an institution, but not institutionalized. It's called Imani Village because we have a concept of house mothers. So we have 3 house mothers, and each house mother has got 8 kids that she takes care of. Make sure they go to school, make sure they do their homeworks, make sure that they eat, make sure that they are taken care of within a family structure. So these kids come from different areas of Durban, and alhamdulillah, the program has been running for the last 10 years. Within these 10 years, alhamdulillah, by the rahmah of Allah, we have seen 7 students graduating from various universities. And these students have become a great asset to us. In a sense, they'll be here to motivate the young ones, and they'll be here to support us as an institution. We have imams, 2 imams that are fully responsible for the well-being of the kids in terms of Islamic studies, making sure that they have madrasa classes and there is a program to memorize the Holy Quran. So Sheikh, Jazakallah so much for coming to this part of the world, and we're looking forward very much that this shouldn't be your only trip that you come to Imani Village. We want to see more of you, and we would, personally, I would really appreciate that I learn from the sea of your knowledge. In terms of a lot of issues, there's a lot that I know I can learn from you. But I ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in His infinite mercy to grant you all the goodness, to accept your trip to Durban, and to touch the hearts of those that have really not been touched. And Brother Ahmad, Jazakallah so much with your team for coming. Prof. Stoto, a big brother to me, and Jazakallah khair, Sheikh, you have brought to me my lost brother. We live in Durban. I haven't seen Brother Twahir for a long time, and he's a very big brother of mine. He, in fact, by the way, planted the seed when I had started building my house. When my house was just about window level, he came here. And one of the statements that I vividly remember, he said, "Oh, so I don't see you quite often. You haven't been very much in touch, so you're busy here." And I explained why I was so busy here. And at that moment, he made a dua for me, which I think it's one of the fruits that we can see today. The dua that he made was for us to find peace in this place, and for us to develop this place, and for us to spread Islam in this place. So I ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to bless you, Sheikh, and Jazakallah khair, Brother Twahir. And I'm sure that you are proud of what you have seen 10 years later after your visit to this village. Brothers from Assalam, Jazakallah for coming. Assalamu alaikum.
Hangi